Hey you guys, Starlight Burst 98 here. I wanted to do this Labyrinth deck profile a little bit better, so I took the first one down and I just wanted to reshoot it because it could have been done better, to be honest. And I did make a solemn oath to my viewers a long time ago that the quality and the ideas would be a lot more structured. You guys know who you are, if you know who I'm talking about. But without further ado, we're just gonna hop straight in. So for the furniture package, we're running a mini furniture package. So one Kuklok, two Stovey Torby, and then one Chandragleer. Very, very good cards overall. This adds back to hand. Always, you can add back to hand or special summon. Very, very good. And then this is the best out of all the finishers, in my opinion, because of your turn one plays and it being a quick effect. So we are running Trap Trick in this build. So this helps a lot because what you can do with the Coup Clock is you can, when this is in your graveyard or on your field, get this back to your hand with Labrynth, Big Welcome Labrynth, and you can just basically get rid of that trap lock by activating a set trap. So that's very, very good. All of these have their utility, but I don't really think you should run a whole lot of them unless you're running rollback transaction. I like seeing the ratio of the four, and they show up when they need to. I don't really think you should run more than that. That's just my opinion. We have three Ariana, the Labyrinth Servant, very, very good, and then we have one Ariane, the Labyrinth Servant. So these are all very, very good searchers. So this adds you any Labyrinth card, and then this one adds you any lower four or lower Fiend from the deck. So very, very good. And these also have the effect of when a card leaves a field by normal trap effect, you get to draw a card. So if both of these on the field, you can basically just have a pot of greed effect. So very, very good. And that's also why it doesn't matter that we're running the furnitures that way. It's because they're just incredibly searchable by Ariana and Ariane. So that's why, for the most part. So next up, the new card. Two Arius, the Labyrinth Butler. We have the one Lovely Lady. And then two Lady Labyrinth. All of these are incredibly good. Arius is especially good. Special summons your brick. It will allow you to do your turn one plays and play on your opponent's turn by special summoning a Labyrinth monster or setting a spell or trap that can be activated that turn. So it's incredibly good, very, very good. This is more of like your payoff monster because most of the time you will want to get to like Ariana or your furnitures or Lady Labyrinth for the most part, but when you do get this out on the field, it is great. Popping a card from your opponent's hand or field, and also resetting a trap. And when this is on the field, your big welcomes cannot get ashed. It just shuts down that interaction completely. It's just so funny that way. I love this card. This special summons by any Labyrinth effect or any trap card activation. This sets any trap from the deck. Extremely good. Extremely good. All of them good in their own way. Very, very fun deck. And then for the last of the monsters, and this is why I wanted to cut the furnitures to begin with, is the two Lord of Heavenly Prison. So I wanted to run this because this deck does not have good back row protection against like like Feather Duster or like Lightning Storm and stuff of that nature. So this is really, really good, and this is acting as another lady, setting you another trap anyway. So very, very good overall. So next for the spells, one of this field spell, Labrynth, and then two copies of Extravagance. So we're only running two Extravagance because in multiples it is horrible. So that's why. And then Labrynth, extremely good. Extremely good. Non-targeting pop, special summons a fiend. So yeah, it's just that good. This is basically set off all your furnitures and Ariana. So extremely good. Overall, love this card. So next up for the traps, we have three Welcome Labyrinth. So this is extremely good. I like having three. I don't like the philosophy of having like, oh no, just run two. No, like a three is the way to go because you cycle through them so much more. when you see them more in your hand and stuff. And like if you discard them with your furnitures or something like that, you just reset them anyway on the next turn. It's just crazy. Um, but yeah, I mostly want to get to the Lady Labrynth and the Ariana with this, so I thought it was because you really do cycle through them like really, really quickly sometimes. And then next, the best Labrynth card, Big Welcome Labrynth. So this card is extremely good. Special summons a fiend, you bounce one back to your hand. Pretty basic stuff. I like that because what you can do with Big Welcome Labrynth is you can discard it with one of your furnitures, and then if you have a level 8 or higher fiend on the field, you can return one monster on your opponent's field to the hand. So very, very good. Very, very good. And also with your 2-clock plays, when you're trap block with Trap Trick. If you have Ku Klux in your graveyard or on your field, you're bouncing the Ku Klux back to hand to activate a set trap. So if you activate Daruma Cannon, Dogmatic Punishment, you know, they won't expect that, and it's extremely hilarious. Alright, so next for the one-of stuff that we're setting off Lady. 1 Erad, 1 Compulse, 1 Tears of the Overroot, and then 1 Barrier. I feel like this is correct, to be honest, because I wanted to maximize a lot of my 2-of stuff with Trap Trick. So I never want to see this in multiples, and then this is so broken, they can never do anything about it. This is just annoying. And it's also for the Ariane, because like sometimes I just want like not good traps to get rid of sometimes, you know, to get to an Ariana. And then Dimensional Barrier. We have 2 more Dimensional Barrier in the side for the Trap Trick, and honestly, it's great opening it up to multiples. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But yeah, for 1, it's fine at 1. But if you want to run it at 3, you probably could. I can, and I do, very much so. 2 Daruma Karma Cannon. Best card in the game. So this affects the player and not the monster. So that's what makes it interesting. So if they can't flip it face down, they have to send it to the graveyard. And that's what's hilarious about it. So very, very good card. Next we have 2 Dogmatic Punishment. And then 2 Ice Dragon's Prison. I feel like this is pretty basic. Very good removal to set off Trap Trick. I just asked myself, what do I want to do on my opponent's turn the most, basically. Through Trap Trick. So, this is one of those weird decks where, like, if you don't open up, like it's just what's in your hand, and it's just loaded, like, the more cards you have kind of thing. So, like, the more access of trap cards you have is, like, more access to your deck, basically. So that's why I wanted to run Trap Trick, because it seemed like you were just cutting yourself off, and it wasn't more efficient. It runs a lot smoother this way, in my opinion. Next, for the last of the traps, we have 3 Infinite Impermanence. Very, very good card. Very, very good hand trap. Just impactful overall. Very good main deck. Alright, so next, let's get into the extra deck. So for the links, Clara and Rushka Ventral Duo. Very good link 1. It's mostly just to get into the SP and stuff like that, but I feel like this comes up more than the Anima, to be honest. 2 Muckracker. Really, really good to get us back our fiends from the graveyard and stuff like that. Also to fiend lock the opponent on their turn and stuff like that. Very, very good. 2 SP Little Knight. Very, very good overall. And then 1 Dark Charmer. I feel like these are pretty mandatory. Change them up as you will. I don't really, like, I was running Underworld Goddess, and it just didn't come up that much for me. And so I just decided to play with Dark instead, because it helps you get into the Muckracker and the SP on their turn and stuff. Well, not their turn, but you know what I mean. It's just real reliable. And we are running the multiples because of Extravagance, so that's why. So for the fusions, because we're playing Dogmatic Punishment, 2 Elder Entity. Popping 2 is just very powerful. Very good card. And then Cyber Dark and Dragon. This, nothing to it. He's just a big boy, big chungus. Just to send off punishment. I just want 90% of my punishment plays to go through, for the most part. And I really want to run it. I really wanted to run Chaos Angel, but you know, I'm just waiting till it drops in price. So yeah. So this is the Copium. So Packbit, Omega. Omega is definitely the choice, man. If I could run 2 Omega, I would, but it's limited. So get what you can get. Very good recycling card to get you back your banished cards, and then Packbit is just immaculate, to be honest. Discard 1 card, put one of your opponent's monsters in the spell and trap card zone. It's hilarious. Punishment also, so double utility. So for the Xyz, Dark Rebellion. I see a lot of Labrynth decks, and they just all run like Baguska or like Exciton Knight or something like that. I loved running this for a long time in like Raid Raptor and stuff like that. That's yeah, like Raid Raptor and you know, like Draco Slayers are more my proficiency, I would say. But very, very good card. Unless they have Imperm, anything they have is getting cut in half by this. So it's just good to beat over stuff, good removal in general. And then same thing with the Dingirsu. Because yeah, I just want to non-targeting get rid of your card, basically. So very, very good there. And then for the last of the Xyz, Typhon Sky Crisis. Because he's a fiend, and it's just very easy to make. Very good option. If you were going to run anything else, Chaos Angel. Definitely Chaos Angel. Definitely run a second Typhon, for sure. If I had one, I would run it. So for the side deck, here we go. 3 Droll Lockbird. Very, very good in some matchups, because some decks just combo and combo, and it's just generally annoying that you can't stop them. 3 Shifter. I really hope this doesn't get hit, because I feel like this is just like a necessary evil in the format. But most of the time I am just setting 5. So, very, very good card. 3 Lava Golem. I wanted to run this over Sphere Mode because I feel like Sphere Mode like has to play into very specific boards, and this is just very good all around, in my opinion. So we are side decking some traps. So some Mool Archfiends, same thing with the Dimensional Barrier, but they already have to have that type on the field. So if they have Fusion on the field, they can't summon Fusions anymore. So very good card. Goes in match, Rivalry, Skill Drain, just the worst of the worst. You know, it really honestly, like if you just run like Rivalry and Goes in at most locals and Skill Drain, like that's almost to just stop them in their tracks. Like, you don't need Dimensional Barrier, and that's why it's sided for the most part. Dimensional Barrier stops anything for the most part. Some duels I want to see multiples of this in my hand, and it's very good with Trap Trick, so I'm very pleased with this deck. Let me know what you guys think. See you later. Have a good one.